and welcome to my corner of the world. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Anita with beandesigns.com. I'm here to share with you today how to use a layer mask in creating a title from a photo. This tutorial is going to cover how I created this title, Relax, using a layer mask and cutting it from one of my photos. I also added a custom shadow. Let's get started. So first I'm going to go to my photos and I'm going to choose the one I want. I can right click and open it with GIMP. I can open with GIMP, or I can drag and drop right here on Wilbur's face that's at the top of my tool palette. Once my image is open, I'm going to save it and rename it so that I can protect the original file. I'm just going to go to File, Save As, and choose a folder to save it in. Give it a new name and save it. And now you can tell that it has a new name. We now have our image ready for us to manipulate it. I want to create my title so that I can see some of this island, some of the water, and mostly sky. I want my title to be kind of fat, so I'm going to go and choose a font that from my available fonts that's rather fat and chunky. I chose Impact Condensed and a size of 1500, and then I chose black as my font color. And I just typed in my word that I want to use, and it doesn't matter where it's located at this time. Let's start the process of adding this mask. So over on the layer palette, right click on the layer and choose Alpha to Selection. And then we're going to move to our layer that contains the photo. If you'll notice over on our image that all of our letters have marching ants around them, that means that they have been selected. So over on the layer palette, we'll right click on the photo layer and choose Add Layer Mask. We're going to add a layer mask to the selection and confirm that invert mask is not checked and click Add. Now a mask has been added to our photo layer, hiding everything except for the words. What we'll do is just hide the words layer, and now you can see the mask allowing all of the words to be transparent. So using our move tool, we can move this mask to the location where we want it to be. And so this is kind of where I wanted to have the water on the bottom fourth and the sky above. And then this island, I want it to just touch over onto the X. Once you're pleased with its location, return to your layer palette and highlight the photo layer. And you're going to right click on that and choose Mask to Selection. That's going to put the marching ants, the selection, to be around where the mask is. You can at this point copy this by any of your options, Control C on a Windows operating system, right click, edit to copy, or edit from the top menu and copy. We've now copied the relax, so I'm going to actually put it over on my digital scrapbook layout. I have this layout created already. It's good 3600 by 3600 pixels at 300 pixels per inch. I'm going to right click, edit, paste as, new layer, and my words will appear as a new layer on my layout image. I could also create a new image by going just right clicking, edit, paste as new image, and my relax title appears on a brand new image. This image is just this size. Here, the yellow outline shows the image size right here. I'm going to show you how to add a custom shadow to both of these options. First, on our layout, I would want to put my title up into the sky area, and I noticed that it's a tad bit large, so I would want to scale this a little bit smaller, and I can, with the scale tool applied still, I can grab the center so that I can check it before I actually apply the scale. This gives me a nice boundary, so I'm going to apply the scale. I can now right click on the title layer and do alpha to selection. Once again, selecting the letters. The reason we want to have a custom shadow on our title is because it somewhat blends in with the background. So let's add a new layer and put that below our title layer, and we're going to fill this with black. So we have our layer active, and we're just going to fill that layer with black. We're going to blur that now, so we'll select none and go to filters, blur, and choose Gaussian blur, and we're going to put our size around 20 and apply that. You see that it blurs all of the edges of our title. When we make our title active, we can see it, and we can drag and place our custom shadow exactly how we want it. Let's go to this image and do the same thing and show you something else. So let's add a layer. We're going to alpha to selection, all of the letters, go to our new layer. We're going to fill that with black. We're just repeating everything we just did on the previous one. We're just doing it independently by itself. And so then we could put this on whatever we want. We could use it however we would like. And we just drag that custom shadow. You'll notice that the shadow layer is larger now than the image. So we can go to image, fit the canvas to layers. That expands our canvas size. We can, it's a little confusing because you have the yellow boundary and the orange boundary. So over here on the layer palette, we can make the layer to the image size, and now we know that the image size encompasses the shadow and the letters. If you wanted to merge these two together, then you could use this whole item independently by itself onto anything, anywhere, any image, other image that you would like. So that's how you would use the layer mask to cut a title from your own photo and then use it on a digital scrapbook layout, or just create a title for use on something else. Hopefully, you were inspired by seeing how to do this, and you already got an idea of a photo in your stash that needs to be used as a title on one of your digital scrapbook layouts. If so, go get started. However, if you're having trouble getting inspiration, do check out the website because I have templates from my digital scrapbook layouts there available for you to use for your inspiration. For more tutorials on using GIMP in your digital scrapbooking, check out this channel because there's quite a few there, as well as weekly layouts showing you how I create my weekly layouts. Bye bye for now.